So for those of you who don't have those certificates, which is all but one, right? So those of you who don't have certifications, let me ask you, why? Is it because you didn't know about it? Is it because you're not sure, you think it's the process is too complicated, or you thought, oh, well, is it really going to help me?
I've heard from other women it's very complicated.
So a little sort of resonant because you're not sure just how convoluted it might be. Yeah.
I would think probably for most it's probably something we don't even know about. Or quite honestly, I didn't know about
When
it.
you asked me, I had no clue.
And you've been in business for quite a while, and
So I understand you do your salon. Okay. So most people would say, okay, a salon. How much contracting is the government going to do with me? I cut hair, right? But prisons, there are female prisons. They have to bring in outside contractors to do this work, right? So when you hear a lot about the government, usually whether it's state or city or federal government, saying how we're investing in small businesses, and generally, I'll get the call, well, are there grants out there for me? Because I hear the government's investing in small businesses, and that's a little bit of a misnomer. So there's not really such things as grants for small business. I'm sorry, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. But the way that the government does invest in you is by doing set-asides for small businesses. And you have set-asides for what's called a WBE, which is a Women Business Enterprise, if you have that certification, which means you have to at least be 51% owned, operated, and controlled as a female, right? You also have an MBE, a Minority Business Enterprise, which you can, by the way, be a WMBE, a Women and Minority Business Enterprise, right? And then, do I happen to have any veterans in here? No? Okay, well, if you happen to know any veterans, now there's VBEs too. So at the federal level, at the city level, at the state level, and then, by the way, also in the private sector, there are businesses and the government all across the United States that want to do business with you. And they set aside usually between 5 to 8% of their business, which, by the way, amounts into the billions of dollars, to do business with women just like yourself. So it's an important thing to know, and definitely an opportunity that's certainly missed depending upon your business. So I recently was at the SBA offices last week, and there was a woman in there. It's entirely woman-owned, and she's an engineer. And I said, "Are you certified?" She said, "No." Why not? Particularly when you're in those extremely male-dominated areas and you're woman-owned, you're literally just throwing money away. I mean, you might as well just be burning it, right? Because there's so much procurement, so much work that can be done by having those certifications. It's not a guarantee, but it does open up a lot of doors for you.